Hey, Chad, last podcast, you said a really politically incorrect statement, and the entire world is very upset at you. I need you to apologize immediately.
No worries. Take your time. I'm here when you're ready.
What?
Yeah, we're ready, bitch.
Chad, last podcast episode, you said something really politically incorrect.
Worldwide.
Would you like to apologize to our worldwide audience?
Whoops. Definitely important to me that our podcast is a place where everyone feels upset. What I said last time caused good vibes. I'm here to make sure everyone listening is really sorry for sticking with us, and let's keep upset.
Hi, welcome to Between Two Synths.
I'm
Augie.
We're between like 6 cents.
Anyways, welcome to episode 7. I'm really happy to continue this journey with y'all.
Hey, maybe we don't need to research stuff and Chad can just give us the answers.
Yeah, can you just give us stuff to talk about? What do you want the podcast to be about, Chad?
Let's hear it.
How about we dive into the evolution of music tech? We can explore how it's transformed the way music is made and shared.
No.
Okay, so starting today, Sean Kingston, rapper and mother, arrested. Now, first, I want to bring to everyone's attention, I was unaware that Sean Kingston is a mother. Did you know this?
We need to talk about the importance of commas.
Yes. Arrest warrant claims beautiful girl singer and mother.
Girl singer?
Yeah.
He's not even a girl.
No, well, beautiful girls.
Oh, beautiful girls.
The quotations were used correctly. Singer and mother defrauded several businesses, including a jeweler and a car dealer.
Wow.
They capped his mum. They've apparently stole about $500,000 of jewelry. Grand Theft Auto, they stole a bed. Firstly, how do you steal a bed without anyone noticing?
With your mom. Come on, Mom.
Yeah. Mom, quick, make a break for it. No one's looking. Wait, let's discuss the price point of the bed. The bed was $86,000.
That better cure all my back issues.
Yeah, it should cure cancer for $86,000. And not just that, I assume like lying in the bed, you know, all that kind of animation we've seen over the years of like the poop bed.
Yeah.
There's just like, you're just lying down, you're like, oh God, I need to poop. And you just push a button, it's just,
No, I've never heard
and you
of
just
this.
let it go. And
I just said yes randomly on
Yeah.
autopilot.
Well,
That's
I'm
the
glad that you're on
dumbest
board.
thing I've
Yeah, I don't know what entails an $86,000 bed. Maybe it's just a normal bed encrusted with gold.
Yeah. I mean, we're just talking about somebody's life that I don't know anything about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm probably not going to say anymore.
That's entertainment news. Yeah, making fun of other people. I mean, that's pretty much
Yeah.
every podcast. No?
Deep diving.
Yeah.
How Sean Kingston was raised with the 5-finger discount mentality.
Exactly. Next, let's make fun of Lauryn Hill.
All right. So Apple Music has created a list of the 100 most influential albums. Yeah, that's the chick who apparently knows everything about music. She's the one that, I guess, decided all 100 albums that are the most influential. And so they ranked Lauryn Hill's Miseducation of Lauryn Hill as the #1 most influential album of all time.
How you feel about that, Augie?
I don't know, man. Like it's a great album. It's sampled so much. I don't know. You know, why not Michael Jackson?
Yeah, we haven't spoken about Michael Jackson for at least one episode. Clearly has one of the greatest albums of all time.
Yes.
Thriller. It's noted.
Yeah. And definitely, like, I mean, when you talk about influence, like, you know, Chris Brown is a carbon copy of Michael Jackson with the dancing and,
Yeah.
like, you know, so Justin Bieber is like, you know what I mean? So, like,
Do you think Lauryn Hill has had that type of influence on music and artistry? And
I would say, like, I'd say you could probably speak it from, do you think, Lauren, that album has a bigger impact production-wise?
Nah.
It's boom bap.
Yeah, I mean, it's like really emotive and her voice is amazing, but you know, Michael Jackson did more than just Thriller.
Yeah.
Lauryn Hill has not done more than that album.
Yeah, and then you look at the I guess the legacy of the artist. And I just don't know if Lauryn Hill's legacy gets her to the #1 most influential album of all time.
Yeah, I mean, they're just stating the album. They're not saying the most influential artist of all time because clearly Michael Jackson.
We're gonna
Veg guy is going to be loving this.
$100.
Video edit guy Joseph Victory. He's making bank. I think we're probably on like 36, 39. We're probably close to $40.
Yeah.
Of Joe drinking lots of alcohol at the end of the year. We will film that. Great content.
Yes, 100%.
Heard it here first. Anyway, Lauryn Hill. What do you guys think, huh? All right, let's talk about music tech. Today in music tech, Sony has written letters to over 700 tech companies, basically disputing the misuse of Sony's music. How dare other people make money off the back of major companies like Sony Music? It's kind of ironic, isn't it?
Yeah, it's ironic because Sony doesn't pay their artists properly and everything like that, and now their panties are in a wad with this tech company.
In the letter, Sony stated that it has reason to believe that the addressees may already have made unauthorized uses of its music. They've asked for details of the songs that they have trained AI systems on, boring, and how those songs were accessed, as well as the number of copies of those songs. Basically, Nana Nawachukwu, a lawyer at AI ethics firm, told the BBC News that whilst training AI models with copyrighted music may constitute a copyright infringement under current EU rules, exceptions exist for businesses with lawful access to the music, so long as it's either public domain and not behind a paywall, or it's been licensed for AI training. Augie, who cares, right?
Yeah, who cares? I think it's interesting there's an AI lawyer. We were talking about that.
Yeah, we're talking about there's now lawyers for AI ethics, what is right and what is not right. And I also read briefly that I think Billie Eilish, and wow, I said that funny. Billie Eilish, and some other artists in pop land were basically talking about how they're trying to protect their copyright and their likeness, and they don't want. I mean, shouldn't you be flattered at that point that people are just, you're so good that, you know, they want to develop AI to sound like you?
Imitation is the highest form of flattery.
Yeah,
we had a random bag a couple years ago. Was it 2 years ago or was it a year ago where a software company asked to take my voice for AI? And it was crazy, man. Then they like sent it to us a few months back. They're like, here's your voice rapping, but it's not you. It's just whatever people put into it.
Yeah, so they took Augie's voice. We had to sing 40 Russ songs.
Yes.
Yeah.
We did Andy Mineo and Russ.
That's right. We did 20 Russ songs, 20 Andy Mineo songs.
Yeah, I wasn't even allowed to do my songs. I had to copy other. So wouldn't that kind of?
Yeah, 100%. That's why we're not naming the company.
Yeah.
Because Sony will have 701 letters to address.
Because it's my voice. I guess they're only taking my voice. They weren't taking the artist's lyrics.
I think that's the difference. Maybe because the AI training was your voice and they thought that was a loophole.
Yeah. Yeah, true. Maybe they thought if I just perform it.
Yeah, but they still don't have copyright on the song.
Yeah, and
maybe
it was
it's something to do with ownership of the master if someone else sings and records it. It's probably that.
And then it was a nightmare because we weren't allowed to use any melody because they were only teaching how to rap, and I didn't really know that. And so then Russ has some mad melodic songs, and I had to do it in like monotone.
You also had to
Falling
do the
in love now, losing control now.
Yeah. You also had to do the collabs where Russ was rapping with females, and you had to do the female part.
Gosh, yeah. What was that one? She's like, now you get inside, boob. and like talk about how she wants something, you know. I was
things that explicitly we can't say right now.
We drew that line.
Yeah, but I got Augie to rap it for a little bit.
Didn't. No,
and then we stopped.
Yeah, I was starting to
rap.
When
you started rapping about side boob, I was like,
I
hey,
stopped
bro, maybe
mid-verse right when we got to the side boob. I was like, Spike, I can't do this. And then Spike was like, welcome to the music industry.
Yeah, do it for the bag. Do it for the bag, Augie. Where's your dedication?
Yeah, man.
If you're not rapping about side boob, are you really an artist?
Dude, I mean, debatable.
Yeah.
You know?
We've been developing our side boob. Okay, tips of the week, you know, not just for producers, but for artists. And with some of the students I've had over the years, it's definitely a point of interest that most people struggle with. And the struggle is being really bad. So there is like, you got to ride the wave of being really bad, and you need to embrace the wave of badness. You got to be a baddie, full-time baddie. And it's okay to suck. I think there's a good period of time where it's okay to be really, crappy at something.
Yeah.
And I kind of, we can label it as crap, or we can label it as an experimental phase in your career.
Yeah.
For it to really come to fruition, you really got to kind of drive through that and just accept the fact that your stuff is going to suck.
Yeah.
And I think there's this beautiful, well, at least I had it like 13 years ago where I started music production, naivety where you kind of almost believe that your stuff's okay, and it's not. You know, like when I listen to it back, when I listen back to it now, it sucks. But it was like, it feels good how sucky it was and how far it's come. And I just think that if you can not embrace that when starting something new, even at a later point in your life when it's more difficult, because when we're young, we just do things, right?
Yeah.
And when we get older, we become judgmental about the way in which we do things.
Yeah, and there's all these outside influences that are
Yeah,
pushing
we're
on
like,
the art.
I need to be there. And there's so many platforms for comparison now that
Yeah.
we don't really have this incubation period where we accept it. But when we're little, the ego's not as strong. We don't care. We just want to try it. We're not aware if we suck yet because we have no platform for comparison except for maybe the kids at school.
Yeah.
And that usually as a kid motivates you. But I think in your adult years, we're always in such a rush of like, we have to achieve it quickly and it has to be fast.
Yeah.
Fast success.
Yeah.
Doesn't exist.
Yeah. It's true. Yeah, you got to enjoy the journey. I do agree. Don't
You're not allowed to suck.
don't the whole like, oh, I'm trying to get there. Don't put like a time limit on when you're there. Just say I'm going to get there and start working towards it. But my tip for the week is just to execute quickly and like don't sit on ideas. Like I'm getting like over the past week, we literally came up with like 2 or 3 concept albums and like this concept content stuff. And I don't know, man. It's like I'm just deciding like, okay, this could take ages or we just get it done. And we like, have that vision in your head. And maybe sometimes you have to change it because of resources, but stay true to what that original idea is. But just don't sit on it or else it'll never happen. And so I'm just really pushing myself like, okay, there's like 2 or 3 massive projects on the map now. And we have like not a lot of time left in 2024, but let's just try to do it. So just do it.
Just do it, bro. Nike. Can we get a sponsorship?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, I agree with you, bro. End.